Hey, Yan, I can't believe I have over 500 email in my spam box.
Spam? Why don't we make a spam scallion pancake?
Sounds great! Hi everyone, welcome to Cooking Beautifully. What are you cooking today? Today I have Chef Yan here. Hi Yan!
Hello, hi everyone.
Welcome back! Last week, Chef Yan and we make traditional scallion pancake. And today we are going to make Spam scallion pancake. Can you talk about how Spam scallion pancake is different from traditional scallion pancake?
Well, of course there's spam, but not just that. The dough is different. So this dough actually is a yeast dough, and traditional pancake is just flour and water. And also you can actually put different things, not just spam and scallion, but also like ground beef. If you cook it up, you can put it inside, or any kind of ham, really, like turkey ham or anything really. This kind of dough is very forgiving, so you can roll a lot of stuff inside and it'll taste great.
That sounds fantastic. Let's do it.
Okay. So we're going to make the dough for the spam pancake. First, we have 3 cups of all-purpose flour. We put that into a larger bowl, and I have 2 teaspoons of baking powder. And use a whisk. We're going to mix it together. And then I have 2 teaspoons of yeast. It's active dry yeast, and I put it into a warm temperature water. How do you know the temperature is correct? Is you touch it with the back of your hand, and when it feels warm but not like hot to the touch, that's the perfect temperature that the yeast likes to grow. And you whisk it together. Just mix it. And you don't really need sugar or flour to blend the yeast, as many other recipes said. I mean, I've made thousands of batch of the yeast dough, and I never needed those additional things. So dump the whole thing into the larger bowl and use a chopstick and or the back of a spatula if you don't have chopsticks, and just try to mix the flour with the water, and until it's come together, because you don't want to dig your hand too early into it. It'll really stick to your hand. And at this point you want to add about 2 teaspoons of oil, and that will also help with not sticking to the hand when you knead the dough. Okay, so now we're ready to put my hand inside and knead the dough. So I always say, people ask me how long to knead the dough. I would say at this point, count to 100. I always count to 100. And yeah, once you count it to 100, it's ready. It's always true. Okay, so now we have the dough ready. I need to put a plastic wrap around the bowl, cover it, and put it in a warm place, not too hot, but just a warm place until the dough doubled in size. Then we can use it to make the pancake. So after our dough is doubled in size, we're ready to make the pancake. So first of all, we want to degas it, and this is a recipe for 2. So we're gonna cut it to 2 pieces. We're going to make a round disc to start with. And we'll roll it out and put some bench flour on the rolling pin to prevent it from sticking, and roll the dough out to a large disc. So you don't want to roll the dough too thin because span are cut into like bigger chunk like this, and if you roll it too thin, when you roll the dough out, and the span will come out from the inside of the dough, and you don't want that to be happening. So now that I have the large round circle, I'm going to brush some sesame oil on my dough, and then, as always, I sprinkle some salt next for enhanced flavor. Now we're going to put some spam on top. Next, it'll be the scallion. So now we're going to roll it up, and that will create many layers. After we roll it up, we want to tuck the two ends underneath. And press it into a circle and sprinkle some water on top. The reason for the water is we want to put some white sesame seeds, and if you don't put the water, it won't stick to the surface. Okay, and if you're afraid that the dough will stick to the table, you can always sprinkle some flour on top, and also put it underneath, and also flour the rolling pin. This pancake, you don't want to roll it too thin because you have a lot of stuff inside, the span, the scallion, and you do not want them to come out of the pancake. So leave it like half-inch thick would be fine. Now the scallion spam pancake is ready.
Yeah, and those scallion pancake look amazing. Let's pan sear them.
Okay, let's turn on the stove.
We crank it up all the way to the high heat, right?
Right. Let's add some oil. You want to have enough oil to cover the bottom of the pan.
What we are looking for is a sizzling sound when we put our scallion pancake in. And also sometimes if you're not sure if your oil is hot enough, you can sprinkle a little bit of flour in it and then see if it kind of bubbles up. If it bubbles up, it means your oil is hot enough. I think it's ready.
Yep. Okay. Let's put this one in. You want to push it so the bottom is flat. You get even heating that way. Okay, and cover it. Okay, so probably cook one side like 3 minutes.
Perfect time to take a nap.
Right. Melissa, it's ready. It's ready. Really? It's ready. Ready to turn it. All right.
Look at this. Wow! Beautiful! Ooh.
You don't need to cover it the second time. Beautiful. And also press it down a couple times. Make sure it's even heating.
Looking great. Hey Yan, look at those scallion pancake. Wow, it is much thicker than the traditional scallion
they're
pancake.
yeast dough, so they're
Can't wait to
more
try them.
fluffy.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Mmm. Wow, it's very crunchy and crispy.
And tasty.
Mmm. This would be a perfect like afternoon or midnight snack. If you love spam and you love pancake, try this recipe. Remember to subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much for choosing Cooking Beautifully, where memories are made.